I'm kind of interested in what's going on in Tampa. I mean, they're 3-5-2 in their last 10. They're 500 points percentage since the All-Star break. We've seen the benching of the top guys. We've seen Hedman struggling. Vasilevsky, the greatest goalie in the world, has even struggled. Are we seeing, MJ, the petering out of this dynasty, or are they just playing possum?
I think it's premature to suggest that this is the end, but is it premature to say the beginning of the end? Like, I think the reality is Tampa is not as young, as deep, or probably as mentally fresh right now in this regular season as they have been in years prior. Like, I think that much is accurate. Now, do I think they can figure it out when the playoffs start and elevate their game to a level they haven't played at for a couple months? I think that's true as well. And is that level good enough to beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in the first round? 100% it is. But they're not as good. Flat out, they're not as good as they were 3 years ago, 2 years ago, even last year. So how we want to phrase it, it's probably a little bit of both. Some of their kind of stale mental spot that they're in at this point in the season, knowing they're playing Toronto, they don't probably are too concerned about where they're going to play the Leafs. But they're also not quite as good. And like a lot of their top players are getting into their 30s now, or very close to it. And, you know, at some point, doesn't mean they're still not really good, but maybe just not quite as good as they have been previously.